Okay, hi everyone, welcome to the Stefan Talk Show. So today I have a nice video here. I know that it's been quite a while since I have made a video, but now that I have everything working now, and also I had a nice stream today, and also I have this sign over here. Everything looks great, so now it's time, let's back to making videos. And one thing that, again, as I want to continue onward while I'm doing with little tiny troubleshooting videos, where again they're short, they're brief, and they also fix the problem. Now, so what we're going to be doing today here is we're going to be looking at an application called Animsition. I'll probably link exactly as it was titled here. Now, this is a plugin that I've just been having lots of problems kind of dealing with, and I have a coding background. So, again, if I'm struggling with this, and the YouTube videos I saw, they made it very unclear about how to install it, I'm sure anyone else that has no idea about it is going to probably be in the same boat. So, again, this is for you, and let's kind of get straight into this video. Alright, so now we are here on the screen. So the first thing that we need to do here is very simply we're going to go here. Now, just to kind of show at least more or less what I've done, I just simply Googled exactly what I have here. And I would Google it, and the first option I have is here. So again, you have several options, but I think the far better option here, at least what approach that I went with, was with GitHub. So we're going to click on that. Here on this page, you have lots of things that you can use, right? So you can, if you don't know what you want to do with this, you can kind of look at, for example, the fade demo and kind of see. It gives you all the different types of code that you can use for it. And again, if this works for you, also how to link up the files. This here is, I'm going to give you my way of doing this, but I found these instructions to be kind of confusing, personally. So. But, again, you can use these for what you want, and yeah. So, in this case here, these are some of the ways that you can install this. This is how they recommend. This is what more or less I did, but I had to figure it out. It wasn't as basic as this, unfortunately. So, either way, we're going to go back here to our main thing, and we're going to work on the first thing, downloading this. So let's download this here on GitHub. So it's going to now take you to this browser, right? So it's going to take you to this browser. And you now see a whole bunch of these files. Hold on. I know you're panicking. You're like, whoa, what's with all these files? What am I doing with my life? Questions, questions, questions. Stop. It's okay. Because know what we're going to do? We're going to delete every single one of these other than the distribution file. So don't you worry. So, our main file that we're looking for is distribution. And as you can see here, this will hold all the CSS and also the JavaScript that we need. But that's not too important right now. So we first need to download this file. Now, it's not as easy as you would think. So what we're going to do is, if you're in the file here, you're not going to find this button. But if you are out in the main folder, right? Again, you're just going to go over here, and you can see that you have, again, the HTML, you have this option, and also download the zip. So we're going to do that here, and you can see right down below, you should see this. So, minimize that and minimize this. And now you're going to see, here's the file. So this is the file that we just downloaded, and as I promised here, you have all the exact same files that you have here. So, in that case, we are going to simply now take this, right? So I'm going to, first of all, get rid of this because we really don't need that. And I'm just going to quickly just kind of put this on the desktop. Now you can put this in any folder you like. I just put it on desktop. And before we really kind of tamper with the file, this is what I like to do with it personally. So personally what I did, again, kind of prepping for it, because this makes labeling things a lot easier and a lot less intimidating. You can just delete all these files. Yeah, so again, delete all these files. You don't need them, so why have them, right? So you're going to go here, and then you're going to now go into the distribution file. Now again, this is where it has all the CSS. Now you're going to find out that in both these options, you have CSS and also the mini version of that CSS. I just chose the mini one because that's what is typically used. So it doesn't really matter between one difference one or the other. I just always use the mini one. And at the end of the day, as long as you refer and link that CSS to the website, that's the one that's used. So essentially, if I link this one up, this one does mean nothing. So let's get rid of it to avoid confusion. And same thing here, I'm going to choose the mini one, so we're going to get rid of that. Now, just real quickly here, you can do this as many ways, right? So what I normally do, okay, is I actually take the file this way. So I just kind of take that all together. It's just it makes filing it or kind of using the paths, it makes it difficult. So I keep a distribution, but you can name this what you want, right? So if you wanted, for example, here you can say, I want to name this Animsition. You can name that if you like. But for me, I'm just going to keep it as vanilla as they had it here and they had dist. So that's what I did. You can do what you want. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Again, just remember, if you change it, you have to, again, accommodate the name that you use for that folder. But with that said, also, I know that some people, what they do is they also take each of these files out. And they do it that way. So you can take each of the code and put in the folders. They don't need to be strictly in these folders, but you can do what you want with them. So you can take the code out and do it that way if you want. I like to have it in the folder. Again, keep it vanilla. But again, you do what you want. Just make sure that you keep track of how you do it because it will make a difference. Next thing. I have it already here kind of downloaded. So again, do forgive me for having that there. I'm not going to take it out. But so all we're going to do here is we're going to take this. So this is a website that I have been working on, right? And I'm going to now take the folder. So as you can see here, we're going to push it into the JavaScript folder. Now, so again, I'm not going to actually replace it, but it doesn't matter. Again, as you can see here, as the same information as I just showed you. So once you put that in and you plug that in, you should be fine. And with that, now we need to link it up to the website or it will not work. So first thing that we need to do is we need to put this into the CSS. So first thing that we need to do is then this is for the CSS. I'll label it here. So an admission CSS link up. So again, this is what I use for mine. Again, I'm targeting the JavaScript folder, targeting the distant folder right here, the CSS folder right here, and then I have the link. Again, if you did it differently, so you changed the name to something different, well, the name's going to be different. And you can also put the CSS also up here in the CSS folder if you like. But if you do that, again, do remember, instead, this would be CSS, and then you take this out, and I'll show you, right? So if you were to take this, for example, and you were to put this here, right? Then what you need to do instead is you need to basically take this out. You need to change it. So instead say CSS, and just simply like that. Again, I don't like doing it that way, but that is your option if you did that. Just make sure that you keep track of how you did it. And the same thing goes with JavaScript. So the way I did it is, again, I put the folder here, and there you go. Next thing, we're going to go downward here, and we need to include this here. So next, we have this here. So again, this is just, again, the jQuery that we need for this. And then we have for JavaScript. So the JavaScript part is going to be right here. And with this JavaScript, again, JavaScript, the folder, and I again have another JS folder, and then there it is. This I directly copied from that website that we had. I put it here, and there you go. Now it's not yet up and running. You need to add two other parts to it, or one other part to it, and that will be this script here. Okay, so as you can see here, in this script, we now have, again, these two list segments, and this is just basically saying this is now, again, us applying it, and it's going to be ready now. So, again, very simple. You can copy the code this is very basic. This is just, again, just to get the function ready and it working properly, and that's all you need. So that's what I did. Again, I kind of put 2 scripts here and basically put that there. Now you can do this using JavaScript, like make a different application, like a JavaScript file, or you can just simply put it here if it's very short. That's what I did. It works perfectly fine. You do you. And there you go. That's all I needed to do. And again, I'm going to give you an example of exactly how it turned out. So 1 second here. Right. Okay. So in this case here, you're looking at a website that I'm making for a client. And obviously it's a work in progress here. But either way, so all you have to basically do here, as you can see, every single time I refresh the page, it has kind of like this nice little smooth fade-in transition. And yeah, see, again, it doesn't just automatically go in and that's it. You have a nice little smooth fade-in that goes in. Obviously, you can change it to be however you like, but that's what I did. So, that's it. Easy, simple, nice. Alright, well again, I hope that everyone found that really helpful. I'll tell you, I struggled with this, to be honest with you. Again, I do download plugins because they always help me and I don't have to kind of redo everything with JavaScript. If it's already invented, why not take advantage of it, right? Don't reinvent the wheel. Again, if you follow the steps that I've done it, it's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. And now this is not for all plugins. This is only for Animsition. But for most cases, they're probably going to all be very similar as well. But yeah, aside from that, I hope that you found this helpful. And yeah, again, if you really like this video, consider subscribing. I make lots of things that involve troubleshooting. So if I ever encounter these problems, I make the videos. I put it here. I'm hopefully helping you out as well. And I hope that, yeah, again, if you subscribe, you'll be able to see whenever I post these problems and know what, maybe you're common, you find these problems too. So, with that, I hope you have a great weekend. It's a beautiful night, evening here in Baltimore, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Take care, everyone.